This white spider is so strange. She watches the butterflies in the bushes every day. The white spider envied them. The white spider was cursed and no one dared to come near it. The white spider was about to leave when she stepped on a green leaf. When she picked up the leaf, the white spider wanted to be a butterfly. At that moment, she turned her head and realized that the shape of the leaf was similar to a butterfly's wing. She decided to give it a try. She spits out her spider silk and sews it to the leaf. And all of a sudden the spider had wings of her own. The spider stood on the edge of the cliff and jumped. But the white spider didn't fly like a butterfly. Instead, it fell into a flower pot. When the spider woke up again, he found himself in the unfamiliar grass. The wings she had made were shattered. The spider wept all at once. As the spider stroked the green leaves, a pair of broken wings leaned over. The spider looked up to find a butterfly prince standing before her. Deep Eyes stared at the spider as they sat together. As the spider fantasizes, the butterfly looked sad. They were trapped in the grass. The butterfly's wing was injured and it couldn't fly again. Looking at the scars, the spider felt the same way. At that moment, she suddenly remembers the spider's silk that can stitch them up. The spider spat out the silk and decided to help the butterfly. Before he could say yes or no, the spider could hardly wait to sew up the wound. With the spider's help, the wing was sewn up perfectly. The butterfly was amazed. The next second the butterfly spread his wings. He carries the spider out of the bushes and dances in the air. The spider finally realizes his dream of flying. The butterfly placed the spider on the flower pot, thanking him for saving his life. At this moment the spider looks into the distance to admire the butterfly colony with the butterfly prince. Seeing the spider with his head down, the butterfly understands what he's trying to do. Looking at the lovely white spider, the butterfly's hand reached out to him. The spider finally found his mate. They traveled the world and lived happily ever after. But all good things must be short-lived. The white spider and the butterfly left a white egg at the end of their lives. Soon after the egg hatched, inside was a spider with wings. Instead of the white spider and the butterfly, he will continue to explore the world. The sun is so cheeky. The moon doesn't want to talk to him, but it's got to talk to someone else. Seeing the moon moving away from him, the sun shed a hot tear. The tear became a fireball and fell to earth. And he became fireman. He became conscious. He looked around him with curiosity. When the meteorite fell, Burning Man cut through the grass and found Moon Man sleeping in a tree stump. Moon Man is the embodiment of the moon. When he saw Fireman, he fell back in fear. Seeing that the fireman meant no harm, Moon Man was about to shake his hand. But he was burned by his hot palm. This made Fireman very sad. To make up for his mistake, Fireman used his magic power to turn green apples red. And he gave Moon Man a big red apple as a gift. They became friends and Fireman knew he was in danger. Soon the sky was full of dark clouds. Fireman was afraid of the rain. They hid under a big tree. Yorin was kind enough to protect him from the rain with a lotus leaf. Soon it was winter. Fireman carried a tree trunk on his back. He took the timid Moon Man skiing in the snow. But his skills were not up to it. They slipped and fell. In the fall, they came to the edge of a cliff. In order to get over, the fireman used his magic again. He inspired the trees to grow and connects its branches to the other side. What he didn't know was that when his magic ran out, so did his life. Halfway up the cliff, Fireman's magic ran out and he fell off the cliff. The sky was dark without the sun. Tsukito looked down the cliff. He quickly rushed to his side. Fireman's energy was gone. Moon Man sadly picked up his friend. The next moment, a miraculous scene appeared. Moon Man accidentally activated the core of Fireman and gave him a new lease on life. And it sends them flying through the air. Moon Man and Fireman merged with each other, resulting in a once-in-a-century total solar eclipse.